Yo, what up, though? Can I kick it with y'all for a minute? Y'all trying to kick it with me? Y'all want to hear what I got to say? First off, I would love to say anything that I ever got in life was not luck. Everything I ever got was from the man above, from Father God. Yep. All praise to the Almighty. Hey, the last video I was like, don't follow your dreams, follow me. I hope some of you idiots know that was a joke. Just making sure. Some people take stuff to heart. Like, why would you tell people don't follow their dreams? Follow you. What is wrong with you? I don't know what's wrong with these people. But also in that video, I was like, we need another pandemic. And I mean that with everything in me. I really do. The pandemic was simply amazing. Uh, and I'm going to tell you why the pandemic was amazing, in my opinion. First off, I do want to say rest in peace to everyone that lost their lives in the pandemic. And when I say I want another pandemic, maybe I got my definition of a pandemic wrong. I don't want humans, I don't want people to lose their lives. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? But I want something where, first off, Cats was making some bread. I was making a lot of money during the pandemic. And not on no illegal stuff. The job I was working at, I was considered an essential worker. So I was getting a lot more than what my normal pay was, doing a lot less work. Really doing no work. Just getting up, going to work, not doing nothing, getting paid extra money, man. I loved it. Um, but what I also loved was that social distancing. I don't understand why some people went crazy that they couldn't be around people. I understand the human needs to, interact with other humans to be social, to keep their sanity. But man, I loved it. I was going out in public, just doing my thing. I was never worried about catching the vid or whatever. I got it a few times, but it wasn't, it is what it is. I'm still here, I dealt with it. It wasn't good, but I dealt with it. But I love going to the store. Nobody was in the store. Oh, I get everything I want. They had what I wanted. I got it, got in line, got my stuff. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. There was no traffic out. No traffic. Get where you going. You ain't no traffic jams or nothing. I love that. One thing I did like was the crazy face mask thing. It is crazy. People still wearing face masks right now. And it's just ridiculous. Um, but during the pandemic, during COVID-19 pandemic, when stuff was shut down, you got to see people's real colors. Yeah. And a lot of people got to discover themselves. A lot of people got to discover that they're racist. A lot of people, they couldn't contain their racism. The whole MAGA movement, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I don't dislike Donald Trump. I'm gonna say that one more time. I do not dislike Donald Trump, but I do not like that movement. I do not like that MAGA movement. In fact, I despise it because a lot of racism, a lot of people have, come out and shown their true colors, and it's all over the media. It's all over TV. I don't even need to talk about the things that they've done to show their true colors or whatnot. But also, we've seen other movements such as Black Lives Matter. Another movement that I am not a fan of for various reasons. And now a lot of people are going to say, oh, you a black man and you don't like or support Black Lives Matter. You must not like black people. You not with the movement. Hey, I'm gonna need you full-time Democrats, lifelong purebred Democrats, to do your research on Black Lives Matter and the founders and the actual movement and what they really represent and what they're really doing, what they're doing with the money that they're receiving. Why don't y'all do that? So now that we got that out the way, then I'm not playing sides. Um, yeah, my reason for the pandemic is a selfish reason. I was getting more money. I didn't have to do as much work for the money, and I didn't have to deal with people. That was the best part. Um, I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this before people try to report my YouTube page and get me, get YouTube to kick me off. So you got to be careful with your words when you're talking about stuff like that. But yeah, speaking of which, right now, people don't care about COVID. Everybody just out here in everybody's face. You could smell everybody's stank breath. Man, I just recently, I'm on my way home, and I just, I was thirsty and I needed some petrol. For you idiots who don't know what that is, that's gasoline, that's fuel, that's oil. I needed to go fill the tank up. So I went in. It was a whole bunch of niggas just standing outside. It's Fort with my car. It's 42 degrees and raining outside. You know what I'm saying? What y'all standing outside for? So I walk. I ain't had no fear. I walk right through them. I walk inside, and there was some more niggas just standing around conversing. I need to go get me something to drink. My mouth was dry. Long story short, I walked through all them niggas, and I got my drink. But I say that to say I was never worried about them niggas doing anything to me, violent or anything like that. Not because, oh, I'm a tough guy. I'm not a tough guy. And that's not what I never thought about that. They didn't seem like they was causing any threats. And more so, I wasn't worried about catching COVID walking through a group of about 10, 12 people in such a small space. What I was worried about in that crowd walking through all them people was a damn bed bug jumping off of one of them dirty, dusty ass niggas and getting on me. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about one of them dirty ass niggas with their nappy ass hair that ain't combed their hair in weeks, a bed bug jumping off them dirty Project Living cats onto me. That was my primary concern. I was terrified of something jumping out on me from them. And they was stinking too. Them boys stank, man. You know how some people smell like they brush their teeth with well water? Or like they brush their teeth, but it just smell like shit? Yeah, that's how somebody in that little group was smelling. But yeah, I'm not scared of catching COVID or anything. And I'm glad that people not wearing face masks. Face masks was pretty dang stupid, in my opinion. For the first time in my life, the job at the time required me to wear a face mask. So I had to wear a face mask at all times. And I wasn't really mad about it. I was irritated about it at first, but I'm like, man, I'm making so much money. Let me put this little stupid mask on. But I ended up catching pneumonia. And then I ended up catching bronchitis. I never had either one of these things up until that point. And the doctor told me it's from wearing these face masks. Stopped wearing the face mask, never had it again, never, had any respiratory issues ever since. It's just crazy, man, how the government, the CDC or whatever you call it, they just use us as guinea pigs and trial and error. So I just have some suggestions on the next pandemic, and I just want to run that over by y'all. I just want to, y'all can tell me in the comments what they say, the comments below. Let me know what kind of pandemic we should shoot for. The first one I mentioned in the last video is a bird pandemic, kind of like the bird flu, but we don't get infected, where all the birds just randomly, not all the birds, Lord forgive me, a lot of birds just die. Let's think the birds we don't need. Device is too hot, video quality may change. Dang, when I'm saying, oh, I'm spitting this fire, oh man, it's like the phone getting hot. Oh man. Oh, this getting juicy. Oh man. So like the birds just fall out the sky. And then we just like, what's going on? We should all stay in the crib. Just essential workers come out. That's when cats like me come in. We get that money. Man, let's think of another one. What's another one? I don't want no earthquake or nothing weird. Could we consider this a pandemic right now, that the president of the United States is 81 years old and don't know what the hell is going on? Could we all just put everything on a pause and we try to find us a new leader, all new leadership, and we can consider that a pandemic, and nobody leave the house in the name of national security because the border is wide open and people just coming through here. We don't know what's about to happen. Anything can happen at any moment. Could we make that a pandemic? Is that my definition of a pandemic correct right now? What's another one? What's another pandemic we can do? Ooh, rats. So a bunch of rats just start coming out all over the place and just dying in the middle of the street. You driving, you just running all over rats.